Okay, here we go. I got a launchpad Mark II, I got a Reloop keypad, I go into preferences and choose link tempo MIDI, and there's a launchpad in there, and I'm looking for the keypad. They're activated, and both must be track and remote activated in and out for both. You don't need sync, and that's the first step. The second step is I've put in a Diva, Icarus, Dune, and so on. I've got Superior Drummer here. I can choose between the different tracks here. You'd see it here corresponding to that. Once that is read, I just press it and I can record it. So I know there's Superior Drummer here. I can use the octaves to go in here, but here's the bass drum and the snare, and here we go. I got a pre-count of 1 bar, and I do a 4-bar thing here. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a 2-bar, I don't know. And I want to add some hi-hat here. It's auto-quantizing on 16th. And the height is there. And I do. So that's what I got. If I want to have a bass now, I go over to Omnisphere. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I go into Icarus and go up an octave. Icarus is number 2 here. This seems to be okay. 2, 3. I got a Dune 3 here. One, 2, 3, 4. And now I go to Diva. And I have a battery with some extra sounds. Let me have a look. It's in here somewhere. And here comes in the mixer, you see? Oh, okay, I put in a CMI Fairlight also. One, 2, 3, 4. So I got this, and the next step is I can mix it. I can get out here. Let's just hear the drums. I can say solo, and switch off the metronome. Now I don't need the metronome anymore. And here we come in with a sense. Right, left. And these bumps from the battery. With a little delay. And the Fairlight. The bass. Fairlight, I put on the little reverb onto the Fairlight. So I can use this. I activate them all. Oh, now I can use this. This whole scene. And while it's running, I go into Superior Drummer now and make a different drum track. Let me have a look. So I've chosen Superior Drummer, and here's this again, make a little drive. We are, and I've chosen different sound from the other. I go into this. And now I need, of course, different chords within the Icarus. I go an octave up. Diva, different melody. And that's it, my friends. And back to the first track. So it gets a little bit confusing if you don't do it every day, but this is finally basically what I'm doing here. And the thing is, now I can switch to this here and say, okay, I do a track like that long, and starting from here, and just activate here the record thing. And first of all, I switch off everything. Nothing is working now, and then I switch in something and I do a song out of it. But probably that's what you know. But while I do this, I can use the mixer again. So let's have a look what's going on here. Yes. Okay. Can use that one. And go. And here we go. Okay, that's how it works. Basically, of course, you can do much more. I can get in here, do some equalizing, or attach something here to this buttons, or go into the mixer here and do some panning and send A and B from the launchpad. But all in all, this is very light. You see, it's very easy, and the colors are very nice, and also here, and everything works fine. And you have these two things here, and that's how you do it in real time. Can be even done better. There's only one thing I'm thinking about. If I get into the session view again, and I chose this, the red row is going down to there. So you always hear what's going on in the first track while you play in the second track. There's no choice to change that right here. So I've got to get in here and mute the first track to play the second track, especially when it's harmonies, so that you know what you're doing. So there's some fine tuning in there, but all in all, you see it's very fast, and you can throw it away immediately, go back to the drums again, and do whatever you want with this. Yes, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Even without metronome here. Yes. So this is really nice, and go out of the effects again and do loud and like this, and immediately if I take Dune 3 now, just it's also synced, yes, automating. So it's very easy and very fast, and this is for me one of the opportunities of Ableton compared to Cubase or Pro Tools or Logic or FL Studio or Cakewalk, or whatever you choose. I'd use them all, but in the end, the others are specialists. So Cubase is for especially for MIDI recordings. It's very good, and integrating these wonderful instruments like Helion Sonic and the synthesizers. Logic is for me when I work on the Mac without a dongle. Maybe Cubase changes this in the future. So they're sort of on par for me. Then Pro Tools I use when you do this audio recordings. In audio, it's still the industry standard, as we all know. FL Studio, well, it's FL Studio. It's very well known. Many people use it, so I also use it. And some others, like Bitwig. Bitwig is a concurrence to Ableton because the team of Bitwig has been working for Ableton. It's kind of the same, but it's got a different core. It's newly programmed, but Ableton is a big player, so there's a reason still to choose Ableton, because everybody uses it, also in hit recordings and so on. So I hope you had fun with that. It's just a little hint. Of course, there can be much more, like muting and solo, and go into the arpeggiator here and with velocity, and I don't know what. But for me, the main reason is this session view to be very fast, and that's a major point. In Cubase, you're composing. Here, it's like a meta instrument. When it runs like this, you do things on the fly you would never do if you think about it in the forefront. You must know the instruments, but the effects are totally different. You throw it away, do a new one, and then something comes out of this. This is the major point for me to use Ableton, not for studio work and working on things for days and months. This is Cubase for me, but this I use for ideas. And when there's good ideas, I can do some stamps and export it and use it in Cubase and do some other things. Of course, I can also put in Ozone here and all the other plugins, but that's what you know. I just wanted you to show how you can get along with this. So keep in mind, you need a cheap controller. You don't need an expensive one, maybe an old launchpad, or you get a used Reloop keypad or key fader is enough. You don't need really the pads, and then you have some fun with that. Okay, see you next time, guys.